Carroll, a reigning Ivy League Defensive Player of the Week. In the other cage, Princeton transfer Michael Gianfrancaro, one of 7 goalies on the Tewaaraton watch list. At the dot, Brady Wambach and the freshman Stevie Davis. Here we go from Chapel Hill. Early ground ball from Andrew O'Berry. Another Ivy League transfer that makes a big impact for Carolina. And up top, Griffin Skane, junior from Clarkston, Michigan. One of a couple two-way middies that Mike Murphy told us will stay on the field at all times. Penn always wants to have a two-way guy out there.
Hearing it a lot in the lacrosse world, the return of the two-way midi.
Hoffman from up top. First stop for Gianfrancaro. He can't find it, but eventually pulled away. Cole Aschheim starts the break, dumps it off. Leif Hagerup hopes to guide it over midfield. Carolina clearing this season at 92%. Cornell transfer Spencer Wertheim. Big check there from Jacob Pacheco. Feed inside. Matten yanks it away, and a stop from Carroll.
That just shows the type of game we're going to have with these two goalies. Gianfrancaro makes a stop on one end and then textbook on the other end for Carroll. Bad clear here for the Quakers.
The best clearing team in the country.
But with Lavelle and Carroll, I mean, you can have a heck of a defensive day if you're this Penn team.
Casey Mulligan out of the box. Up top, and Cam Rubin rips one home. 5th of the season for the senior midi. Penn's on the board first.
It's a good look from Penn. I love the pass almost more than I love the shot. Look, pushing down the right side. It's Mulligan, moves the ball. No one is up top guarding Rubin, and he has a clear step down. He's been doing that for years, practicing on a cage. He's got that much experience, and he's barking orders as well, but you need a guy on the inside. Your defenders should be talking the entire time as well. It's constant communication.
Matten's got his defender hung up. And Carolina responds. Ty English with his 6th off a beautiful cut and feed.
And that's perfect. This is what James Matten's good at. He hasn't been exploding off the score sheet, but Coach Bresci was so complimentary of his play and how he's added to this offense. And then a great quick stick by Ty English. You barely even let that ball into your stick. 3 brothers, those 3 schools. You hit every major historic lacrosse school.
Talk about lacrosse history behind the net. Ryan Levy. His mom, Jenny, the head coach of the Ute women's program. Carolina tic-tac-toes its way to 2. Mason Suchek on the board, the true freshman. His first goal for UNC.
We got 2 North Carolina goals now, but I don't even care about the goal. I want to talk about James Matten again. Look at this. He's had his eyes up this whole entire time. 2 times he's behind at X. 2 quick stick goals. He's the reason. There's 2 goals on the board for North Carolina and a great finish by the freshman Suchek as well. Yeah, there was nothing there, but now you get a full, fresh 60 seconds. It's like you said, Penn, total opposite of what they wanted to do. They were on the positive side of that scrum, but instead...
Wertheim on the doorstep, flag flies, and Carolina scores. UNC doubles the advantage and might have an and one opportunity coming.
3-1 already. Quick sticks everywhere. Who wants one? They'll find you. Ty English finding the back of the net. 3-1 UNC.
Levy skipping a jump. Back off to Matten, trying to get the hands free. The true freshman Suchek just scored his first. Low shot, can't get past Carroll. Carolina in the crease, Penn will take it. English has 2 goals. Didn't score against Hopkins last week. They had a couple good looks.
He's got the short stick.
Feet a little high for Matten. Dante Vardaro, the true freshman, Rips that ground ball away. What a pick. Wartime with one hand. Petramala. The Carolina ride like banshees.
North Carolina has one of the best rides in the country, and you're seeing it there. And your ride is not just about your attackman, it's also about the rest of the team. You see there, Spencer Wertheim snags it out of the air, and then he got nothing but shooters in front with Petramala, but it all starts there. What a play by Wertheim, getting the assist with Petramala. A finish, 7 goals in 2 games, and that's just his first in this one.
To manage the game, to get everyone else involved, that's what we've seen. As Duffy's been taken away, North Carolina has relied on the rest of its attack, and they've all chipped in. A 3-goal lead and another possession for UNC. A pole goal on the board. Second of the season for Paul Barton.
Paul Barton getting a pole goal. You love to see it. But what I notice once again, it's James Matten from X, eyes up, the find. And honestly, as great as that goal looks, and Barton getting on the board with his first goal of the season.
Matched up with Vardaro, the freshman from St. A's. Nick Dupuis catches one to the face. 2-time transfer back to Matten. Bodying up Canet. Feed to the middle, deflected. And a turnaround goal, Nick Dupuis. Second of the year for the grad transfer from Virginia. It's all UNC. Carroll got a piece, but the loose ball right to the heels.
It's an interesting one. It just gets free. Initially stopped because, like I said, Matten has been looking over the top of the net the entire time. He tries it again. This time it doesn't connect, but you got to be ready for the ball on the ground. Extremely impressed, and I think this is one of the best defenses in the country, which to say that and knowing what they lost is very impressive.
Joe Bresci told us he loved how his defense grew up last weekend against Hopkins. Withstood the Jays' run, shut down Hunter Chauvette, shut down Matt Collison. Matten spins it in. Knocking on the doorstep, no need to ring the bell. First goal for Matten. He's got 3 assists already, and UNC up 7-1.
And it's tough for Carroll because he's made some great initial saves, but the goals that are getting in on him are inside. We've seen the quick sticks. We saw the garbage goal earlier. Another one off a rebound. Matten's in the right place, picks it up, and a quick shot.
Nowhere to spin it for Rubin. Brett Koopman getting some run at LSM. Drew Scott up top guarding Canet. Rubin spins back to that lefty snipe. Mike Murphy says when Rubin gets that left hand free, you better watch out. He just stung a corner.
I don't know if that looked as cool on TV as it did from where I'm sitting, but oh my gosh. Stop, the hockey stop, doesn't go around much farther. And what impresses me so much is the quick turn, doesn't see the cage, looks, and then on the lefty sidearm, gets it into the corner.
Duffy, Petramala is camping out in the middle. Levy's the lefty.
Want to try and get this defense to rotate. There's going to be someone open if you do.
Penn steps out. Lavelle's up there at the top. Levy in the middle, turns and burns. Right as the advantage expires, Ryan Levy through the wickets.
This is the Ryan Levy specialty, in my opinion. He's so good at playing in the middle and finishing on top of that crease. Has this ability to find open space, and he specializes coming on that man-up unit for this North Carolina team, and that's exactly why.
Wertheim's added experience. He was with the Cornell team that made a run to the national championship back in 22. Petro off to English. Carroll with a big stop.
There's that ride.
Thumper of a check from Petramala. Carolina can re-rack and attack Carroll's cage again. Harshbarger. That's a freshman connection that'll pay dividends for a while. Number 1, Mason Suchek to number 11, Caden Harshbarger. Suchek dumps it in, and there's a twister. First year to first year, 1 to 11. Pay it off, guys.
Ian, I'm honestly a little surprised with how many just bounces it seems like this North Carolina team's getting. You see Petramala drops it, but instead it's picked up by Suchek.
Provost was Penn's consistent attackman over the fall, but he's been quiet in the first half. He'll let one rip. Skips the bouncer past Gio's cage.
And I like that. For a Penn team that's not getting many shots, they only have 4 right now in this game compared to 18 for North Carolina. Go quicker. Take more shots, just any way you can get them.
Provost round the corner. Lefty ripper.
It's like I said, they just need to get some on cage, build some confidence. Coming up, we got way more lacrosse from Dorrance. Penn getting back in on the action.
Here is Wertheim. One-handed pick in the first quarter led to a Petramala goal. Duffy skips it in. ACC Freshman of the Year last year is on the board against the Quakers in 2025.
And a rare thing, Owen Duffy was held scoreless in the first quarter. This is the first we get to see him, and it's the perfect pick from Spencer Wertheim, to be honest. You still have 33 seconds, but this defense for North Carolina has given Penn no light. When they went quick, that's where they got that goal from Provost, keeping the pace high.
Provost again. Stick save, Gian Ficaro. And a big ground ball win, Aschheim with another one. Great couple of attackers just about 10 miles down the road. Coulter Mackesy leads the Tigers this year. Double spin, Harshbarger. Went for the scoop. 6 for Owen Duffy to get something started. Harshbarger hustling off. Carolina retreats. Duffy going mano a mano. That's too easy for Carroll. Griffin Skane. Brother of Izzy backing down. Salucci there. Double comes. Patterson takes a spill. A lot of juice on that Carolina sideline. Salucci sneaks in for the turnover. Carolina offense was great last year in the second half against Penn. Might not need an 11-goal second half the way this one started. Duffy hitting the gas pedal. Inside, Price. Nasty low to high. Owen Duffy with his 5th assist sets up the sophomore beautifully.
That was a perfect play by Owen Duffy and an even better finish by Price. See Duffy coming over the top. He's been on Lavelle like glue. Price, the feed, face dodge immediately on the short stick and blows past him.
Quaker sideline juiced up for him.
It's not a common combo, the running back kicker hybrid.
Hoffman, plenty of room. Too easy for Gian Ficaro.
That's never going in. Not on Gian Ficaro. Stick side at the hip from way out there.
But Hoffman tracking back with the trail check. Mulligan with a lacrosse background. Cousin Rob was a goalie at Syracuse. Late 90s, early 2000s. Hobart transfer. Patterson flings it wide. Feet in front. Gian Ficaro with a point-blank stop.
He's going to steal some. That's one he just stole.
He was second team All-Ivy last year. Emmett Carroll and Cage for Penn was first team. Petramala on the hop. Big bouncer for Dom, his second tonight.
We opened this game with a highlight reel of his goals from that Johns Hopkins game. Well, you see the skip and you're thinking, oh, he's about to snipe a corner. No, the fundamental thing to do. Goes right over the shoulder, a bouncer. That's how you're going to beat Emmett Carroll. Your top hand should be matching your foot when you're stepping forward. And Carroll didn't really explode to the ball.
Clean pick from Davis. But right into the big spoon of Gianfrancaro. Again, a 36-hour turnaround for both of these teams. Penn will go over to Duke on Sunday. UNC hosting Princeton. We'll see bodies rotate in and out to keep him fresh. This is Dewey Egan making an impact right away. Second of the year for the San Diego senior. California cool on the run.
Dewey Egan was a highly touted recruit and hasn't seen as much shine on this North Carolina team as we would have thought, but that's what he can do. His ceiling is so high.
You just get out of the way of the freight train.
Oh, yeah. And he could shoot like that. It's a great midfielder. Made in a lab.
Wambach. Low to high stinger missile.
He wanted that. He wanted that so bad.
Mulligan back to Rubin. On the weak side. Deflected in front. Proska can't grab it. Dunk on the edge. Patterson. Patterson got knocked into next week afterwards, but he still finished.
Yeah, there's another gritty goal. This time it's from Penn. See if that can get them going here late. Gritty rebounds. That's how you do it. Clean up the trash. He's been doing that on the man down unit since the beginning of the season because Coach Bresci said they were thin. They just needed help. Hagerup also using a pull sometimes.
Tried both of them out in practice. Smith can't skip it past Gianfrancaro. Wertheim on the invert. English took a chance, hit the pipe.
He can take it himself a little more, and especially late in game, you're up 13-4. North Carolina's getting to see the different looks they have other than just going to Oak and Duffy to initiate a dodge.
Wertheim, loose hips. This was on the ground ball. Right back to UNC.
That's probably why Owen Duffy hasn't scored a man-up goal in his career, because his job on the man-up has really been to feed, because everyone's eyes are on number 8. That's who they do not want to let score.
Can't give Petramala time and room. Levy with another one. If you blink, you miss it. Ryan Levy with his second tonight.
I'll have the Ryan Levy special, and that's what it is. He's already done it once. He's so good on the man up. That's when he comes out for North Carolina, sits himself right in the middle, and just has a knack for being open.
Duffy's off the field. Petramala playing up top. Brevin Wilson over to Petro. Petramala stings a corner. Top pin for 77. He's got a hat trick.
I said it earlier that Petramala, whenever he touches the ball, you feel like he can score. And you see it there, rips it into the top corner, low to high, takes the hit after.
Penn 0 for 6 on the extra man this year. Got to check one of those boxes to compete with the Ivy's best. Rubin. There's a moneymaker.
I'd say so. That's a great look. 32 seconds on the penalty, and this is honestly where Penn has seen the most success, is step down rips and perfectly placed. You see it locks up Gianfrancaro.
Aschheim picks it off Provost's foot.
Ian, when I look at the top 25 numbers here from North Carolina,
English.
but you got to shake it off, and that's what goalies do best, is you cannot remember the last one. You got to look forward. Ground ball's 40-19, by the way.
Skane hits orange.
There was never the amount of experience in college sports and in college lacrosse than there were the past couple of years, when you could have guys that had been in a system for 6 years and had understood the routine that entire time.
Nice finish. Ben Smith on the board. Penn cuts the lead to 9.
Just a low roller, and from outside, got to get another look. Good find in the middle of the field. When you get a shot in the middle of the field, it just opens your chances of scoring so much more.
A couple years at UMBC for Nick Dupuis. Stop at Stony Brook, and then finishing out his career in Chapel Hill. Macaluso underneath the drawbridge. True freshman attacker with his first.
The Culver kid, great lefty on the run. Down 5-hole, puts it on the ground, changes levels, change planes. It's what you want to do on a goalie.
Michael Gianfrancaro, Emmett Carroll, 2 of 7 goalies on the Tewaaraton watch list. A defensive player has never won the Tewaaraton in men's lacrosse. Logan McNaney from Maryland, another very notable name to look at there. Smith in the middle, sticks it home. 16-7 after Smith's second.
And North Carolina getting a lot of different guys in on the defensive end now, and this is where you're seeing some of those missteps. A total miscommunication allows Smith to get open.
Ben getting the rock rolling on the man up. Rubin. He's found his stride today. On a night when the Penn offense hasn't had much to speak about, Cam Rubin's got 4 goals.
Penn doesn't have much to take away from this game regarding the positive going into Duke, but they're finding it later here. Nice shot from outside.
Last 2:30, Gianfrancaro will get a breather. Well deserved at that. Nick, how do you think this North Carolina defense matches up with a Princeton offensive unit? We heard from Joe Bresci on Thursday, has a lot of different weapons. It's not just Coulter Maxey.
First off, great save from Carroll to keep that one out.
Even though Andrew Tyers graduated, exhausted that eligibility in those 5th years we mentioned earlier that made college lacrosse oh so special and competitive for a couple years, Carolina's still good at the faceoff X.
Yeah, Andrew Tyre last year took more of a older brother role almost to Brady Wambach and understood the faceoff so well, he was still able to help this team more than just as a Fogo. And got to shout him out, a DMV guy, a Mad Lax guy. Had a great career at North Carolina.
Couple stops for good in replacement of Gianfrancaro.
That is some college career. You'll definitely have some stories.
5 seconds to go for Penn. One last chance for Canet and the Quakers.